One two one two. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Do. Run them likes up.
Bluetooth connected.
Run them likes up. Testing. How they gonna say? Okay, there we go. We can see it right now. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. That. Back with a live stream. Back with a live stream. Back with a live stream. So we back with a live stream. Y'all ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching from around the world. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, let's turn this Disney up and run them lights up. Let's go. Shout out to everybody checking in. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's the biggest dog. Chickle to the C and the place to be. The B-I-W-D-O-W. Chickle to the C and the place to be. Once again, yeah, hit that like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. Man, we got some things to talk about. King James in the building. Where will he end up? LeBron James. We got Big Meech's comments. We got Floyd Mayweather possibly fighting Tank Davis. And, of course, Caitlin Clark's comments today. We're going to get right into that off the rip. Of course, this is a live stream, so I will be cutting this up, chopping this thing up like it's an onion. And then we go in from there. I won't be on too long, so we'll get right into the video from here. Appreciate everybody checking in. Let me know where you're checking in from. Hit the like, subscribe, coming out other good stuff. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, as of course she went in today talking about getting punched in the throat by Alyssa Thomas. She said, quote, "I did think it was a flagrant foul. Our reffing just needs to do better." He just needs to be better, basically. The league has to do better protecting our players. The harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. That's what Caitlin Clark had to say.
Probably start. I'm sure you guys have a lot
See
of
if y'all
questions.
can hear that.
Obviously, I haven't been available for like a week or so. So, first of all, I know what you guys are going to ask, and I did think it was a flagrant foul. And our reffing just needs to be better. And you know, it's tough. Obviously, the refs are in a really difficult spot. You know, it's one of the hardest jobs in the world, in my opinion, is to make calls. All you do is get yelled at the whole time by everybody. You're never winning. So I think for us, like, as the league's just got to do better protecting our players in that regard.
The league just got to do better protecting our players in that regard.
It was up for debate. Obviously, it wasn't called in real time.
6-7.
You go back and watch the clip. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of been a discussion for like 3 years now, and I think we really need to do a better job protecting the people in this league. And, you know, obviously, I've been involved in
Protecting me. Obviously, I've been involved in a lot of these things, so protect me, please.
a few of those plays, but there's been plenty others across the league that, you know, haven't got called. You know, go back and post game or whatever it is. Teams submit clips, nothing really changes. So I think overall the league just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better.
Right.
Pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that, and you know, I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. That goes for the opposing team we play. That goes for my teammates. That goes for my coaches. You know, there should never be a question of character. Like, I've always stood up here and said that, and that's truly what I believe. That's how I was raised. So, you know,
Get him, Caitlin.
no, none of that is okay, and I don't want anybody to ever experience that.
And they got on us because of what we said about Caitlin Clark and the stuff that she's went through. Man, it's fact she's going through it. Now, they ain't taking nothing away from Angel and whatever else somebody else has done. But what Caitlin has done for the league, let me pull this up right here. Man, come on, dog. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. Just like Coach Prime effect in Colorado in college football. What? Caitlin Clark effect in the WNBA is just the same. It's just like what Coach Prime did when he came and started coaching in college football and what it did for the HBCUs. And then in college football, when he got to Colorado, everything was impacted. Everything, dog. Look at this. Come on, man. If you talking about Caitlin Clark and what she has done, you got to talk about the numbers and they back it up, whether you're a fan of Caitlin Clark or not. You feel me? It's hard to ignore her impact on the WNBA and what she's done so far. The league attendance is up 48% since 2024. National TV audiences has reached their highest levels in more than 2 decades. WNBA merchandise sales jumped 601% year over year. The Indiana Fever set that WNBA's all-time single-season home attendance record with over 340,000 fans. 19 of the 22 nationally televised WNBA games with over 1 million viewers featured the Indiana Fever. Is this not a Caitlin Clark effect? Then I don't know what is. Come on, man. They saying Caitlin Clark is not this or not that. Come on.
That's a lie.
That's a Appreciate that, Coach Brown. But that's definitely a lie, dog. 19 of the 22 nationally televised games. Come on. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. That's why many fans argue the league should do everything it can to keep the biggest stars healthy, especially Caitlin. Market them effectively, especially Caitlin, and create the best possible on-court product. That's for everybody. This isn't about one player being more important than anybody else. It's about recognizing when a superstar helps your league grow in a major damn way. One question of the day is this. Should the WNBA place a greater emphasis on protecting all of its marquee players, including Caitlin Clark, or is the current approach enough? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. This discussion is not about favoritism. It's about facts. It's about the measurables and the business impact that Caitlin has brought to the WNBA. We would love to see what y'all have to say out there in the comments section. Let's listen to Caitlin one more again.
And, I think it can be really frustrating to me at times, and I think it's difficult. I think a lot of people sometimes think I'm a robot. I'm not a robot. I have emotions. I have feelings.
That's right.
And it can be really difficult to go through a lot of that. And, I'm 24 years old trying to navigate a lot. And I think at times I've been in this world for 4 years now, and you would never change any of it. But there are times that it is hard, and there are times that, it probably affects me a little bit more than I do put on. And I would never change any of that for the world. But I think it's important that people do remember that part of it too. So
that's right.
At the same time, it's really interesting to me because, even I turned the TV on Sunday, and that game was on Wednesday, and that's all people are still talking about. And I feel like that's just a real disservice to our league. And I get it. You talk about it. You talk about whether it's flagrant. You talk about whatever it is. But to continue to beat down, and then for the narrative to be taken other places that is really just that's just really not acceptable, I think it's hard to see, and it's a disservice to my team, but it's also a disservice to the other teams in this league and other players in this league.
That's right,
there's
Caitlin.
So much amazing talent, and there's so many amazing players that are playing at an incredibly high rate. And
every player deserves protection under the rules, of course. And Caitlin is saying that. This conversation is whether the league should ensure its stars remain on the floor because star power helps drive the growth of the entire sport. Let me know in the comment section. Y'all get in there. If you were the WNBA commissioner for a day, what would you do to keep the league growing while making sure every player is treated fairly? Let me know in the comment section.
And I remember, I think it was Sunday or Saturday, whatever day that was. I remember watching them discuss it on TV, and I didn't know they were going to discuss it. I was just watching the other games because I try to watch as much as I can, and I honestly felt bad for the players that were playing in the games those days, and also I felt bad for my teammates. They played on Friday, and they dominated, and they played really well, and nobody wanted to talk about that. They were just worried about everything else.
Talking about you, Kate.
And there had been,
Double C?
I think 10 plus other games that had already happened to that point. So, I think.
Put your C's in the chat for Caitlin Clark. Put your double C's in the chat for Caitlin Clark.
It's all of our jobs to help refocus the narratives a lot of the times, and we can do better at that. And I think it'll help our game grow a lot more. And that goes for obviously the fever and whatever. But at the same time, you guys are here in this arena every time we play. And the amount of people that are passionate and love the game and respect the other team and the young girls and the young boys that show up, we can't lose sight of that. And that's whether we're here at home and whether we're on the road. And
there's
a lot of really, really great people that, love this league and love our organization. And, I'm thankful to be here in an organization that has my back and will always stand up for me. And, I think we can't ever lose sight of that. The joy and the fire and the fun, that's why you play this game. And I think it kind of goes back to a little bit of my frustration. I remember seeing.
It's good to see her talk just to, because she said people think she's a robot. It's good to see her talk like this. Just be candid, Caitlin.
The headline is and I don't remember who wrote this, and I try to stay away from social media as much as I can, but sometimes it can be hard. I need to be aware of certain things, and obviously my team makes me aware of certain things, and it was the headline read this season has been everything but fun, and they're just full of frustration for Clark and the Fever. And I'm no one ever asked me that. Nobody ever asked me that. That's wrong.
Right.
Discuss my play. Discuss if I played bad. Discuss if I played good. Discuss our play. And at times I understand there's other things that need to be talked about. Great.
Oh, I thought that was something by my head. That's in the damn video.
Whatever. But let's continue to move on and, things like that. And but I think just focusing on the joy and the amazing parts of this game, like I said, I think it's sometimes a disservice to not only our team but to everybody else. And, let's get back to a lot more smiling and positivity. I think our world could use a lot of that. And then moving on, I know everybody's going to ask about my health. I will be out Sunday, but I'm feeling a lot better, excited to get back into practice today, and then feeling really, really positive about getting back into one of the games at the back-to-back. Obviously, difficult coming back in a back-to-back, so we'll have to be cautious of that. But I feel a lot better, and like I said, excited to get back into practice. And this week has been very helpful.
Good, man. We're happy to hear that Caitlin will be back. Y'all put a hand clap, put a double C's in the chat for Caitlin damn Clark. That's right. We're happy to see her back, man. Y'all see the impact she's had on the WNBA. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section right now. Like I said, if you were the commissioner for the WNBA, what would you do to ensure that your star players are in a position to be on the floor as much as possible? All right. Let me know what y'all think. We're going to go to the next subject. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all go to mybookie.ag, mybookie.ag. That's where you need to be. That is the promo code right there for all the games that's going on right now in the FIFA World Cup. Make sure you go to mybookie.ag. And also, you can go to the website, get you some merch too. Got new merch available right now from Unc and Chico. Y'all go there right now, get you some merch, and check it out. Use the promo code BIGGDOGG. Just like you can do on MyBookie, and go there and get you your discounts. You feel me? The website is right down there in the bottom of the screen. Type it in and go get you some merch. Let's go right here now. We got Floyd Mayweather. Gervonta Davis has called out Floyd Mayweather to a fight. He said, I'll take Floyd too. Tell him to suit up in a recent interview. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to ask you guys what y'all thought about this possible fight that could actually happen. And they can really get some money, especially when they saying Floyd is supposedly in a bad situation. Where we saw the interview with Cam and how he talked about, man, I'm good. I got all my houses. I got everything I needed. I wanted. No problem, da-da-da-da. But Tank versus Floyd, what really happens if they were to fight? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is this the biggest fantasy fight in boxing? I think so. Or would it actually answer, and could it actually answer who's better, even though the age difference right now? And that is my point number one as far as what would happen or what could happen in this fight right here is the age factor. You know how they do it in the weather. They say the wind chill factor. Ooh, it's cold outside. Never felt the wind chill factor. But you can feel and see that age factor. Floyd is 49 years old. Tank is 31. And what is typically considered a fighter's athletic prime. There would be an 18-year age gap between them. If Tank beats a 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather, does it really prove he has surpassed Floyd Mayweather, or is Floyd going to be, no matter what, always the greatest of all time? Let me know what y'all think. Point number two, in my opinion, is this: styles make fights. Yes. And this would be a fascinating stylistically type fight, between these two. Floyd being so defensive, kind of like a counterpuncher, same way with Gervonta, southpaw. He could fight both ways, actually. Elite defensive fighters, both guys. Defensive stances, I think would be just like you say, styles make fight. I think both of these guys, opposing each other would be great to see because of the counter punching, the distance control, the ring IQ, adaptability, the movement. Could Floyd last that 49 years old versus a fighter in his prime with the power that Tank has? 50-0 Floyd's record, 27 KOs. Tank, of course, explosive one-punch power, southpaw, excellent timing, patient with his pressure, can really stalk his fighters. Only has that one draw, 28 KOs, 30-0-1. His KO percentage is around 90, while Floyd's was around 54. Two different type of fighters, of course, and two different type of approaches. Of course, Floyd want to get those points, and Tank is stalking and waiting for his chance for that knockout. Can Tank, point number three in my opinion, can Tank even hit Floyd? Can he even hit him? could he even get there? Floyd's so great defensively and so good counter. After he countered a few times, it really kind of demoralizes the fighters that we've seen him fight against. It makes him think like, damn, I can't even hit him. I don't even want to swing because I know he's going to come back and tag me. So let me know what y'all think. Do you think Tank can actually hit Floyd to land that power shot that would definitely, hurt Floyd? I would think. This is $1 million question. Prime Floyd made elite fighters miss, of course, whether it was Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto. Tank may hit harder than him. He might hit harder than all of them. But can he consistently find that butterfly of Floyd Mayweather? That's up in the air right there. Can Floyd survive Tank's power? The business of this fight, it would be enormous, I think. It would be one of boxing's biggest, hugest pay-per-view fight attractions ever. Mentor versus student, years of public tension, endless promotional content. It could become one of boxing's biggest fights ever. I think it would, and it could cross over also internationally, and these guys can make a boatload, a buku amount of money. You feel what I'm saying? Last point I'll make right here. Does Tank even need this fight, though? That's the question. Well, he was the one that made the call out. So let me know what y'all think. This is where the opinions could divide right here. If Tank wants legacy, people will say fight. Shakur Stevenson, Haney, Lopez, all those elite fighters that he's fought before. Those wins could carry more weight in all-time debates than beating a much older Floyd Mayweather. Let me know what y'all think. I think beating Floyd Mayweather at 72 will hold some weight. It doesn't matter. But if Floyd wins, a 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather, if he wins and beats one of the biggest, baddest boxing active American fighters in the world, this could be one of the wildest stories in boxing history. It could just solidify his greatness, and he could walk away with a huge bag at nearly 50 years old. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. I'm going to leave with this. I'm not saying, let me see. I'll think about it. I'm not saying they shouldn't make this fight. I know I'll watch it. Millions would watch it. Hell, it would be one of the biggest fights of all time, like I said before. But if Tank wants to prove he's the greatest of this era, the names that matter most are the elite fighters that are competing today. Do y'all think that? I think getting Floyd in the ring is his best bet, no matter what age Floyd is. A win over a nearly 50-year-old Floyd Mayweather would be entertaining and would be very lucrative. But would it solidify Tank's boxing career in your eyes? Let me know what y'all think. I think it would settle the debate. Even if he's 49 years old, 51, whatever. All right. Tell Floyd to suit up is what Tank said. If it somehow happens, it would be one of the biggest. I'm going to be the biggest and move on to the next subject we have right here, as you guys can see the tail of the tape. Here we go. All right, let's go right here. Let's go. Let me see. We're going to go to where we had Shannon and Ocho talking about their situation, but let's go to LeBron first. Let's go to LBJ. Let me just type it in right here, see what comes up. LeBron James. Talk about LeBron James. Where could LeBron James end up? A lot of people like him with the Heat. A lot of people like him Philly, Nuggets, Timberwolves, going back home to Cleveland. The question still looms, where will he choose? Where will LeBron James take his talents to? And one more crazy thing is, when LeBron did that first announcement when he said, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach, if you guys watch the college football landscape right now and the kids doing their announcements of where they're going, everybody says the same thing. LeBron need to get that quoted. I'm taking my talents too. For the next 3 or 4 years, I'll be taking my talents too. Taking my talents too should be owned by LeBron. But anyways, if you guys look at this right here, let's talk about the possibilities of the teams and where LeBron could end up with Steph and Draymond being an outlier, could be out there. You talk about Dallas possibly being a possibility. Boston, New York Knicks, they're saying it's out. Spurs out. Where Can he go? Crossovers to the Clippers? No. I think the 4 or 5 spots is right there. You see Timberwolves, Nuggets, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Miami. We'll talk about this real quick. Let me know in the chat what y'all think right now. Let me go with the one the one I don't think it. I think all of them about even actually, but the one I would not want to see him go to the most. I don't want to see LeBron there. Unfortunately, will probably be the Nuggets. I don't think the Nuggets and the Joker and them have enough. I could be wrong. But people spotlight, when Joker's in the game, the pick and roll with LeBron and Joker, or LeBron could be in a dunker spot like Gordon with Murray and Joker running the pick and roll. Man, hey, could be something smooth right there. That could take him back to the Miami days and put him in that dunker spot where he could finish and be a finisher. And then when Joker goes out, LeBron could be pick and rolling with Murray. It seems nice, kind of intriguing. Do they have the shooting? Do they have the defense? Where would Klay Thompson end up in this also? I think he's a domino that could fall and could help this scenario out. Let me know what y'all think, though. Are the Nuggets a real viable landing spot for LeBron James? I'm sure they'll make them instant contenders. They'll still have to get by OKC, the Spurs, and I think that'll be a tough road for them. Going back home to Cleveland, you do have James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Big Allen in the middle. Could they make some moves? Possibly if LeBron decides to go there. I heard they talking about trading Evan Mobley. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the main place destination was Boston for him, for Jaylen Brown. I don't think that's happening right now. So Cleveland could be a home going. I don't think that puts them in a winner's spot though. In the league in the East, I don't know if that'll tip them over the top because you still need those other pieces, and you just don't know about Mobley and Allen how consistent they're going to be, and especially Harden. I should say that about Harden more than anybody. What Harden's going to bring, but LeBron could help him out. Let me know what y'all think. Timberwolves, another spot that could be exciting to see LeBron play with Melo, a fast-paced, younger team that can, save his legs, I think. You got Melo running the show, Ant-Man scoring a bunch of damn points. LeBron could be in a dunker situation right there also. You got a great defensive guy in McDaniel right there. LeBron got some opportunities to go and really get paid, young brother, get paid in winning championships, because I think Chris Paul came out and said, or Rich Paul came out and said that it's not about money this go round with LeBron. It's really about winning and the best fit. So Timberwolves is an option. You got Gobert, you got McDaniels on the outside, you got Ant-Man and Melo, some young talent. You can add a few more pieces. Minnesota, I think, is in that 3 spot. In that 2 spot, for me, would be Miami. Giannis, you got a question about his health. Bam. I think he'll be there and be consistent. Where would they play, though? Is LeBron young enough, agile enough, should I say, to play that 3? Is it too many bodies in the paint? Will LeBron live on the outside the 3-point land? Will Bam become more of a stretch? Will Giannis play inside? Who's going to be the shooter at the point guard position? You need somebody to stretch the floor. I don't know if Russell Westbrook will be a fit then if LeBron goes there. I don't think they'll fit well together. So that's one to watch right there in Miami. If they sign Russell Westbrook, I don't know if that's official. I saw that. If they sign Russell Westbrook, I don't think LeBron will be a fit there then. I think they need to have shooters around these 3 guys, shooters and defenders. You already got Andrew Wiggins there also. That could be a trade move in Miami. But the spot where I think LeBron James fits the best at and will put them over the damn top and make them the favorite to win the NBA championship will be right here. The damn Sixers. Breaking free agent LeBron James intends to sign a wait, what? Oh, come on, this is not real. Intends to sign a 1-year, 5-year deal with the Philadelphia 76 plus Sports. Rich Paul tell ESPN Philadelphia just made a big splash in acquiring Jaylen Brown for the Celtics, just landed another huge piece. I'm not sure if this is real. Let me click on it. People can make anything today. As long as there's delusion, there's hope. Yep. Where I had like 0.5 seconds of pure Jordan. But yeah, I think that'll be the spot, man. Him Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid. Now, the question's still going to be, can Joel Embiid be healthy? But you do have Tyrese Maxey, a superstar point guard. You got young VJ out there. You have Jaylen Brown on the damn wing. Man. And then you got LeBron. Man, that could – hold up, man. Hold up. Let me see. Let me type this in real quick. LeBron, Sixers. That will put them over the top right there. Them, ooh. That's where I think he should go to solidify and to make them the favorite to win. No Golden State. Nah. Look at this. Just then, 76 has emerged as the favorites to be LeBron's next team. Look at that. Big Dog Chico just said it. Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron. That's the 1, 2, 3, the 4. He fits in right here with this team. Embiid at the 5. Stay healthy, Embiid. Stay healthy. LeBron going to the city of brotherly love. What? That could be huge.
Everything changed.
Do they have his attention as Windhorst is reporting?
How could you not have the attention when you have Maxey?
Are they really? Oh, they're really. Oh my gosh, they're really discussing it. I didn't even see this, y'all. Listen to every word he says. Absolutely fascinating, and honestly, cannot believe this is our reality. We have a real chance.
Brown, Embiid.
They're missing.
I just said this.
All they really need here is a power forward who can think the game and shoot.
LeBron.
That's why he's in the middle. But think about it. So what is the? He loves Maxey. So we don't even have to talk about that. I think VJ, he helps VJ understand really how to play the game.
How to play.
He's a baby, and he's already
super
good.
talented,
Yep.
plays both ends of the floor, plays hard every night.
Man, I didn't even watch this. Are they saying everything I just said?
The benefit that he gets, he should, I mean, it would be ridiculous. Obviously, Jaylen Brown, right?
I'll tell you something else, how he would help the Sixers. Brown, when Stephen A. comes out and says, Jaylen Brown needs his own team, blah, 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 he's not picking that out of the air. He's talking to people either in Jaylen Brown's camp or Jaylen Brown. That's how the game works. If Jaylen Brown has that kind of ego, he wants to be the guy on the team. But he's joining a team with Maxey, who's at least as good as he is, in my opinion. Edgecombe, who's more pure talent, he's got them both beat. And Embiid, who when he's on the floor is better than all of them.
Embiid is health and habits.
100%.
If the health and habits of Embiid are there,
but what I mean is
really
they need a guy to come in and make that. That by itself doesn't necessarily work.
Right.
But if you add the right guy, LeBron James is the one guy.
That makes it work, dog. I just said all of this, dog. LeBron James, the one guy that can really take that over the top. I think with Philly, I think he is the man that they need to be calling and making this work and making this happen. LeBron James in Philadelphia joining the Young Bucks, the Young Pups, the Big Mother Soccer. Shit, Coach. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. I'm going to say, and I'm going to predict right now that LeBron James go ahead and signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. Big Dog Chico just told y'all. Rich Paul is basically telling y'all right there in your damn faces. All you got to do is listen. You feel me? Until next time, y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. I'm going to turn this thing up and let y'all know what we rocking with. And y'all make sure y'all run them damn likes up. All right? It's the biggest dog. Make sure y'all go to the website, too. UncleChico.myshopify.com. Y'all see it right there. Go get y'all some merch. Get y'all some merch. If you haven't already, I appreciate you rocking with us. You understand me? Let's get it. And let's rock. Let's go. Run them likes up. Ride. 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 Time to run them likes up. Run them